Hey y'all, thanks for gathering around the Word with me today. Today I want to read with you one of my favorite stories of all time. It's the story of Jesus healing the leper. So Mark chapter 1, verses 40 through 45, Jesus does this thing. A leper came to him begging him, and kneeling he said to him, "If you choose, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him and said to him, "I do choose. Be made clean." Immediately the leprosy left him and he was made clean. After sternly warning him, he sent him away at once, saying to the leper, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest and make an offering for your cleansing, what Moses commanded, as a testimony to them." But he went out and began to proclaim it freely and to spread the word, so that Jesus could no longer go into a town openly, but stayed out in the country, and people came to him from every place. You know, the leopard had a hard life. One thing we don't consider a lot of times is that this person, this man with leprosy, he had a horrible skin disease. Things were bad. This skin disease was causing his flesh to literally rot off of his body, and the lepers were not just sick, but they were social outcasts, right? People back then didn't understand that it was caused by bacteria and all these things. They just thought that that person had sinned, and therefore, because they had sinned, God had cursed them. So everyone thought that this guy was not only physically unclean, but spiritually unclean. And you notice that this man walks up to Jesus and lays his head to the ground and says, "Lord, if you will have it, make me clean." And Jesus does the unthinkable thing, because he reaches out and touches the man. Now we have to consider this man had probably not been touched by any human being since he had contracted his disease. And Jesus, being a Jewish person, would have known that Jewish people saw this disease not only as spiritual or physical uncleanliness, but spiritual uncleanliness. Therefore, if you, as a spiritually clean person, touch something spiritually unclean, it would taint you. You would become spiritually unclean. Just like the idea of, if I have a pizza and a piece of dog do, and if I touch that poop to my pizza, does my pizza make the poop delicious? No, the opposite. It makes my pizza dirty. I won't eat that pizza. That's disgusting. But Jesus reaches out, and Jesus is so perfect in his cleanliness, in his righteousness, and his godliness, that he reaches out and touches the man. And the man, the unclean man, is made clean by Jesus's cleanliness. And it's just this beautiful moment that Jesus has mercy on someone. And that's what Jesus does for you, and that's what Jesus does for me, is Jesus reaches out and puts his hand on us, says, "Be made clean." So when you go out today, when you're thinking about this, when you're discussing this video with your family and the people you're watching with, reflect on the fact that, first of all, we are made clean by Jesus, by the good grace of God who has pleasure in cleansing us. But not only that, think about, how do we go out into this world and help provide cleanliness in an unclean world? Thank you so much, guys, and I just appreciate you gathering around the Word with me.